Let's give it over yourself. Thank you for coming. Let's give it over me. My name is Anthony Greco. A little background info for those that don't know me is that I have brain cancer. Like, actually, that's not a joke. Okay, I can show you my MRI reports if you don't believe me. All right. But on the right side, I am a 6 foot tall, hot, straight white dude. So the whole brain cancer thing, my life's not that bad, right? Don't pity me, okay, guys? I hate sympathy, I really do. And I never use the fact that I currently have a tumor growing on the motor cortex of my brain. What? But I would never use that fact to make anyone feel bad for me, okay? Unless I need an excuse for something. It's a really good one, guys, right? Like, come on. You're tired from your long day at work, right? I have brain cancer. That's a better one. Yeah, the cancer card is accepted everywhere too. You know, it's like pretty. The fees are astronomically high. Okay, they do try to kill you, but it is like it's accepted in most places except airport lounges. Ironically, that's like the one place. But you know, it's not issued by Amex, right? But I was born here and I'm dying of brain cancer. Right? How much more of an American Express can I be? Okay, that's. But yeah, it is a really good excuse, right? Like I'll be at work and my boss will be like, Anthony, why didn't you do that thing? And I'll just go, right? And then he just walks away. Like I said, no further questions, Your Honor. I have been dealing with it for a really long time now, They originally found the tumor my freshman year of high school. I was only 15. And then from the ages of 17 to 22, I had 3 brain surgeries to remove the invasive fucker. At 26, I started an oral chemo that I've been on for the last 6 years and counting, but a couple summers ago, my doctors did tell me that the tumor's back and growing and that the chemo isn't working as well as we initially thought. You know, it was really tough to hear, and it's still very confusing to me, right? But before anyone knowledge starts pitting me, again, I have washboard abs. Okay? I think that means I'm not dying anytime soon, right? I think that's a good sign. But if I do die, that casket is going to be wide open, okay? And I'm going to be the stupidest little crop top I can find, all right? That is legally binding, all right? So because I found the tumor when I was so young, I started off as a pediatrics patient, right? It made sense. I was under 18. I'm 32, and I'm still a peds patient. And it's getting kind of fucking weird, guys. Right? I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm like older than the residents are that see, right? But it's gotta be weird from their point of view, you know, because they're doing pediatric oncology, and they walk in the room, and I'm on the exam table. And it's always hard because they're like looking around for like a kid. And they don't see one, and then it gets kind of tense for a second, and I'm like, are you going to hand over that lollipop? What are you doing? I'm fucking blood for that shit, dog, right? What are you talking about? I am a 32-year-old peach patient at Memorial Sloan Kettering. It's super weird being a peach patient there because they have an entire pediatrics floor. Okay, an entire peach floor, which means the waiting room is just a bunch of sick little children and their parents. And then me, presumably someone's stoner uncle, right? Who's trying to figure out where his niece is. For those of you that don't, you know, if you have the displeasure of knowing, most cancer wards are really like gray and dreary, right? But the peach floor is kind of, you know, colorful, it's lively, it's the kids' energy. They have a little rec room that the kids can go in and do activities, play games, right? I like to go in here sometimes, commiserate my peers, you know. Moms will come up to me every time and be like, hey, which little one's yours? And then I gotta be like, it's me. I'm the ill child, you know? Can't you tell by the hospital bracelet I have on and the dinosaur armor where they drew blood? Gave me my little boo-boo. That's just French for boo-boo, right? I don't know what the boo-boo is. Yeah, because I'm still a peach baby, I think I could technically be treated at St. Jude's. Don't fact check me on that, but could you imagine the commercial? Oh my god, right? It opens up when a 7-year-old is in his hospital bed getting chemo. Sarah McLachlan's playing, right? Pans over to his 12-year-old, he's in his hospital bed getting chemo. Pans over to my hospital bed, I'm not in it. I'm standing next to it shirtless, curling my IV rack. I'm like, are these the arms of an ankle yet, Sarah? Just give me the workout. I'm very lucky. I have no real side effects from any of the 3 surgeries I had. I'm very, very lucky. I do have some issues with it though. Like nothing cool happened. You know, nothing cool. That kind of pissed me off. I heard this story about this guy a few weeks ago. He spoke no French, right? No Franchise, whatever the fuck it is. Going to a brain surgery, and he came out completely fluent, guys. Completely fluent. I took 7 years of Spanish and I had 3 brain surgeries, and I can't say nada, okay? I can't say shit, dog.